Hey YouTube, this is Corlash1990, and today I am showing off my classic Netrunner decks that I have, and these were made from that booster box of Netrunner starter decks that I got, and the opening for that is actually on my channel, though I didn't open all of them on the video because the video would have been incredibly long and I wasn't really trying to go for that. Plus I didn't really know any info on the original Netrunner game, so it was kind of like a new thing for me. And yeah, these two decks I have, both a runner and a corporation deck, were made purely from the cards that I got from that like brick of starter decks. And then come to find out, I got an amazing deal on that too. I got that whole brick of starter decks for like $36, and I think it came with like six decks in there, or like six sets of runner and corporate decks. And I think each of those sell for like 36 to $45, like a piece. And that box had like six of them. So yeah, I kind of lucked out on that. And I opened up everything I needed to make consistent decks and everything. And I know in the original Netrunner, you could run unlimited copies of any card, I mean, up to the maximum deck size, but you could have like six copies or like 10 copies of like your main like resource type cards. And these decks, I only run three copies of every card in here. Kind of using what like the newer version of Netrunner. This is the Nisei stuff, by the way, which I think what they're doing is awesome. I have the system gateway plus the deck builder pack. I plan on actually picking up all the other expansions they did, but I'm kind of using their rule set for that. I'm still keeping the deck limits, especially for the corporation, to where 45 cards is around 18 to 19 agendas, and I have or agenda points, and I have that many points in here. And I do know that this card's banned, or at least I'm pretty sure it is. I don't care because I just play with my girlfriend, and we kind of just do whatever. And she likes to play corporation anyway, so added challenge on that. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the deck. I'll start with the runner since runner is what I prefer to play in this game. And I do think that this game has like one of the best systems in any card game I've played. It's such a good feeling for one game for two players to play completely different games in the same system. I think it's pretty interesting and unique in its own right. So I'm not going to go into like every card and why I play them. I like to run two copies of all my icebreakers, though I think this card is utterly busted in this game. A one cost icebreaker that has 7 strength is pretty good. And this whole like stealth card thing, I don't even run that. So unless there's like a mechanic in the game I'm missing and you need to, I don't ever see a reason to care about that. Like, this icebreaker is insane. And then I love the artwork on this. The artist, Mark Tedin, however you say his last name. Dude's awesome. He's like, again, there's more of his artwork here. He did a lot of artwork for this game. And yeah, the dude's awesome. Like, I met him at a Magic convention, and so being an artist myself, I had him like sign a playmat of mine I drew a drawing of Juzam Jin on it. And he drew a little like version of it. I was shocked looking at it. And I actually got to sit at the event with him because I wasn't playing. And I got to sit there and draw with him for like an hour to 2 hours. It was pretty cool. And he just like him and I just talked art the whole time. But anyway, going into the deck, I love the look and theme behind these cards. Even the templating, everything. This game looks old, but I imagine back then it probably looked really new and unique and like up to date, especially with like everything having silver borders. Really weird. And it's like there's some good artwork in here, and then there's like some really weird. I guess this is kind of a good example. There's some like really weird, crappy CGI artwork. I didn't know Mark Poole did stuff like this, but I like it though. This game, I like it. I don't really know what that is, but it fits like the theme. This is like the weird Microsoft crappy digital artwork you would have seen on like the big box computers back in like the early 90s. And yeah, some of it though is like actual paintings and like good paintings too. But yeah, these decks, I built them to be very just straightforward, nothing too crazy. A lot of card draw mechanics, deck searching, ways to get around ice or icebreakers, and then just a lot of resources, scored. and live wire contacts and all that good stuff. And then additional running assist type cards. Yeah, it's just like a very straightforward deck. There's nothing too interesting going on with it, but I mean it gets the job done. I will notice the main difference between like this and this is the resources. It's insane. Cards in this game cost so many resources, and there are so many ways to gain a lot. What I like about what Nisei and I think Android just Netrunner did this too, though I didn't play that version. They lowered the resource cost, but they made your resources more important. So you didn't have to generate like 10 or 12 resources to play like an icebreaker or something like this that costs 7, or Cerberus that cost 11. So it's weird getting the different feel for the importance of resources from this to the newer version. Again, 11 is insane, but like, man, look at that artwork. And then look at all those abilities. This card is just a fat wall of text, and it basically says kill the crap out of the runner. I'm into killing the runner when I do play as a corporation. I don't really care about scoring agendas, though this deck I made it very easy to do so because, yeah, this card's insane. 4 points for 4. Okie dokie. But I like giving the runner the tag and then, like, urban renewal the crap out of him. It's like completely kill him. I don't really care about doing the whole agenda scoring thing. But yeah, as far as, like, icebreakers go, though, I run 3 copies of pretty much all of them. I got really lucky with getting a lot of duplicates on, like, rares and stuff, too. Like, the fact I like got 2 copies of this, which is probably there's like a glare. So I changed my lighting, by the way. Yeah, this is probably like my favorite card in the whole game. I even like both of the 2 sets that were out, and or at least yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a rare. That one might be a rare too. But yeah, just a good chunk of icebreakers. You want to see like 2 of them in your opening hand, I would imagine. So that's kind of around in there. And then I just went with the lowest number of agendas I could because I don't want, I don't want to be like just caught the crap load of agendas in your hand. This deck doesn't really care anyway, so if you're not drawing into them, it's not really your game plan. The whole game plan is you want to get the runner a tag through all of the tools and stuff you have, and then, again, Trojan Horse gives them a tag, but then you just want to urban renewal and kill them for the most part. Or Virus to test site too. That's another good trap, or like setup. Setup is awesome. When I made my first decks, I went with running unlimited numbers of stuff. I think I opened like 10 or 12 of these, and I threw all of them in my deck. Like, if your runner ever accesses the top, the deck, and this is there, it shoots them. If they get it from your hand, it shoots them for 2. This card's cool. It definitely tamed it, bringing it down to that 3 copies per card limitation and made it a little more fair, but it was a little insane having a deck with just a crap load of setups. But I only got like 3 urban renewal. I think I'm playing all 3 of them too. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I don't mean to be rifling through my cards like over and over again and overly fast. I'll let people kind of look. But yeah, this is the runner deck. My girlfriend really enjoys playing this, though she does, I think, like the Nisei version more. And originally she was playing the Jinteki deck, which is all about killing the runner. I mean, so is Wayland, but Wayland really likes to generate money. And then I really like the Anarchist runners, so I'm trying this guy because I don't really think he's all that great. I could be completely wrong. I'm a total noob at this game, but I don't know. His ability kind of seems okay, but I don't know. It's not really all that interesting to me. So I'm going to give it a test run and see how it goes. Yeah, this might be like my favorite corporation card, though. I really do like that card. And see, this is like that crappy CGI artwork I'm talking about. Any other game doing this, I would be immediately turned off. But this game, it just fits. And I can't really explain it. Because a lot of, like, what the hell is going on there? I don't know. It's, again, really crappy CGI, like Beast Wars animation. I do love that show, too. I have it on DVD and all that good stuff. But yeah, oh my gosh, I don't know. The flavor of this game is so cool, and I really do think this game was way ahead of its time as far as game mechanics and gameplay and all that stuff. I'm glad again Nisei, or I think they Null Signal is what they're called now, is taking it and running with it, and I think they're doing a great job with it. I really do think this is one of the best games out there. Just I don't know. I don't even know if you can argue that. Like easily top three for me. And I'm still really new to Netrunner, but it's just that whole cat and mouse feel. God, it's just very few games get that feel. The Terminator and like Alien versus Predator is on it a little bit, not to the extent of this. Not like dopamine rush you get as the runner trying to access agendas, or as the corporation trying to sneak things out before they get to you, kind of a thing. It's just like I said, it's uncomparable to like any other game that I've played. But yeah, anyway, for the rest of the runner deck, it's just ways to give the runner tags, more ways to give them tags. This like traceability is really weird. Glad they got rid of that. It's difficult to pull off, basically, but it's why like this deck runs this card. It's how you start your base link to run it when they're running a trace on you, or when you're running a trace on them, or whatever. It's how you either avoid it or make it successful. It's really weird. It's a little overly complicated. I'm glad they like got rid of that and kind of changed things up a bit. But yeah, just ways to do traces, give tags so you can urban renewal and kill them, and then just a lot of resource cards. Sure Gamble. I think that's the runner version. I don't remember what the corporation version's called. Then yeah, like efficiency experts. Just free 3 resources. This one's 2 resources and draw a card. Yeah. So that is my classic Netrunner CCG decks. I'm not going to do deck lists because these were built with a very, very limited card pool. Though I don't have the need or urge to buy any more. That one box of starter decks really gave me everything I wanted and needed for a classic Netrunner. And plus, I am playing so many other games lately. It's hard to just jam a bunch of games out. We'll play a couple games here and there, and then man, we really get enveloped in Star Wars Destiny. I am thoroughly enjoying that game, and then now sorcery is kind of taking over my life for a lot of obvious reasons. Which I am working on a deck for this, so expect the deck tech for Battle Mage coming up somewhat soon, probably in the next like week or so. We'll see. But yeah, I love this game. I do really enjoy Nisei. I'm debating on doing video coverage for Nisei as well. But for the time being, I know people have wanted this and like have asked for it. So here are the classic decks that I'm running in. Actually, Netrunner sleeves too. I found these on eBay for like next to nothing. So bought those. Thought it was pretty thematic. My new Nisei stuff is in those sleeves as well. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I've gotten a lot of subscribers recently for growth for my channel, and I'm imagining most of it's for sorcery. So if you're here for that, there will be plenty of that coming up. But again, I do focus on dead card games quite a bit. It's what I started my channel, and it's where the majority of my subscribers came from. So I am still going to be covering dead card games. And I'm slowly sprinkling in Ashes Reborn because that is another game that I play quite a bit. But yeah, I just want to thank you all for subscribing, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. Make sure to keep up on all of that. I really do appreciate it. I enjoy talking with all of you. Again, it's just a huge thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm like getting close to 200 subscribers. It's kind of crazy. So we'll see if I, get there by like the end of the year or something. Make it a goal. I don't know. And then I do want to start doing giveaways too on my channel. I'm still trying to figure out how to work that, make that a thing. But as always, thank you. And again, please keep liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll catch you guys later.